Hey everybody, welcome to episode 11 of Big Time Reality TV. My name is Andy Kirk. You guys can find me on Twitter at CSUA Kirk, and the blog is bigtimerealitytv.blogspot.com. And today, I got a very, very special guest, the lovely Tyler Abron from season 2 of Argue the One. How are we doing, Tyler?
Yay! I'm well. How are you? How are you?
Doing great. It's glad to get you on here. Get
Yay!
it left and right. Now, struggled for the whole season, but now I got 3 interviews in a week, so doing pretty.
Doing pretty well for yourself, I see.
Yeah.
Definitely
So,
good.
I want to let you guys know, you guys can ask Tyler anything using the hashtag AskTAbron27. Did I say the last name right?
Yep. Oh, yeah, you said it perfectly. Not too many people do
Okay.
at all.
Yeah, I have that same thing. My last name is like only 4 letters. It's Kirk.
Mhm.
So anyways, my first question for you, Tyler, is
Yep.
what made you try out for Are You the One?
That's a good question. So I would have to say I'm like always in a relationship, and so this was like the first time that I was not in a relationship, and then this opportunity kind of just like came about at like the right time. It was just perfect timing. I don't know. And so I was like, I watched season 1 and I liked it a lot, and I could definitely like envision myself being on the show. So I decided to go on MTV, um, fill out an application, send my pictures and everything, and they liked me. They liked me, I guess, and yeah, I got selected. And then as soon as I got selected, it was just a wrap from there. I was like, this could be a great opportunity. I could possibly find love because I feel as though I always go for the wrong people. So I was really interested in seeing like what my right person was. I don't know. I was just curious. I was just curious. But for sure, I definitely went on for, I would say the love probably more than the money. And then by the end of being on the show, that switched real quick. I was like, screw the love. I don't like any of these guys here. I just want my money. Thank you very much. So yeah,
Just, just like one you met a couple weeks ago, Miss Simone. She wants her money.
exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, so let me get to one of the questions. So we obviously know that you were the devil match, and Survivor Girl wants to know, underscore Survivor Girl wants to know, did you think you were the double match at any point in the game before the finale?
Honestly, not at all. Like my entire goal or strategy for every truth booth, or yeah, basically for every truth booth was to throw Christina into the truth booth to see who her match was so that another girl could go home, not knowing that if I was successful at doing that, if we were all successful at finding Christina's match, I would have been screwed. And I was probably the one person that was so for Christina going to the truth booth before anyone else. So I did not know at all, at all, at all. Like I still want like answers for why I'm the double match, to be honest. But yeah,
Yeah,
because at
especially
first,
with somebody.
yeah, so especially with Leighton.
Yeah, because like when you guys are in the house, were you girls like thinking, oh, this guy could be the double match? Like, who were you guys thinking was gonna be the double match?
Um, I mean, pretty much anyone that Christina went for, we thought would be the double match, which is weird. So when Christina, for example, was going for Nathan, we automatically thought, oh, it could be like Bree, Nathan, and Christina or whatever. But the entire time, we really did think that it was gonna be Alex who was the double match, the girl. So it would be Alex, Christina, and like whatever guy, because Alex and Christina were so much alike. And I don't think you got to see that a lot on the show, like just how similar the two were. So yeah, and that's why Alex a lot of the times like didn't want to throw Christina into the truth booth at all because she was afraid of herself going home. Hmm.
Alex, got a lot to say about her, but I'll leave that for a different show.
Oh my
Believe
gosh, I'm
me,
so
man,
scared.
like
So yeah, for sure, better.
she got like 2 minutes of airtime, and then she gets on TMZ the day of the finale. Like, who would have thought?
Ooh, I'm not gonna lie. I thought she was gonna get a lot of airtime just because, like, she was honestly in the house. She was like so flirty, like to everyone, and you guys do not get to see that. Like, you guys see her selling off her vagina on TMZ, and I bet you guys are just like, whoa, like, where did this come from? But then, like, you look at her Instagram, and you see, like, her Instagram page is the definition of who she actually is, what her personality is like, and what she was like in the house. She was very flirtatious, very sexual, all over the damn place.
We saw that finale.
Yeah, you saw that, like, yeah, the very last episode. That's about it. But
So, going into the house, when you saw the 10 guys on the other side, what guy were you immediately attracted to?
you know, none of the guys were my type. I'm just gonna say that. Like, I really wish I had an answer to this, but I was not immediately attracted to not a single guy in the house. None of them were my type, and I have a reason for all of this. Like, first of all, half the guys in the house were either like too small, too short, and like too scrawny, or we have like Leighton, who's like big, buff, and super manly, which is like kind of like what I like or whatever. But then again, like, he wears a jacket without a shirt. Like, who does that? Like pimps and like strippers do that. Like, I don't know. Like, so that was like a super turn off to me. So I really wasn't attracted to any of the guys on the show, to be honest. Off the bat, like, I didn't walk in and be like, oh, he's so good looking. Maybe Curtis. I don't know. I think Curtis was pretty chill. I like Curtis. I forgot about Curtis. So,
yeah, I actually talked to Curtis not only here but on a different webcast, and most laid back dude I've ever interviewed.
Yeah, I definitely like that about him. He's super laid back, super passionate about what he does, and he's like logical. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we saw a lot of the season. A lot of the challenges when they had partners. You sat out most of them. Was there a strategy to that, or
was there a strategy to that?
Were you not? Were none of the guys picking you?
I think it was more just me being so focused on winning the game that I literally did not care about anything else. I think okay, so the thing for me was that I knew that there was no possible way in hell for me to get with one of these guys, because not only I mean, but like, I just wasn't interested in any of the guys, and that's what you saw. Like, you can't just put 10 guys in front of me and say, Tyler, you have to be interested in these 10 guys. Like, it just doesn't work for me like that. And I really walked in the house hoping that I was gonna find that guy that I would be like, whoa, like, like we actually have a connection, like we actually like each other. But you never know going into that type of a situation what's gonna happen. So for me to like purposely like pull myself out of the challenges, I think it was more just for me to say, like, look, I have no clue who the hell my match could be, so I would rather the people that are actually establishing connections to play the game, win, and be confirmed as a perfect match, because at the end of the day, that's benefiting me. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, like I said, you guys can use the hashtag AskTAbron27. So, I talked with Brandon the other day, as I told you, and he told me a little something. He said, I don't know. He was my favorite guy on the show, but during the interview, and I hope he doesn't hate me for this, he came off very cocky.
I know. That's the thing. He's so cocky, like, it blows my mind how cocky. Like, he comes off so bad.
Yeah, he said that you had a little crush on him. That's what he was saying.
Yeah, okay, so first of all, he's full of it. First of all, I think the thing with Brandon, right, is that because Okay, so at some part of the show, it was like Brandon only had two potential perfect matches, myself or Brianna. So I'm sitting here trying to like get to know Brandon to try like really try and figure out like, okay, could it actually be me or is it Brianna? And God, he was so annoying, so cocky, so distant, so stuck on Christina that it was just so annoying. Like for me to think like, okay, I said it during one of my challenges. I was like, is it possible for you to not like your perfect match? That's what I
I
said because
remember.
at that time I did not like him at all. I thought he was so full of himself and so selfish. For you to be so stuck up on a girl to the point where you want to put everyone else at a disadvantage in the game, to not want to play it and to not want to win the money, to not care about the situation that you're in at all, to me is just so like disgusting. Like it just pissed me off. But then once I found out that he wasn't my perfect match and then I didn't have to deal with any of that, I started to like him a little bit. Like him as like a friend because I don't know, I think he's hilarious and I think he's cool when he's not wrapped around
Mhm.
Christina.
Yeah,
Yeah. But
hands
I
down.
think Brandon is definitely my favorite guy in the house. Him and Tyler.
Yeah, yeah, he was hands
Wait,
down
I'm
my.
sorry, and what?
Brandon was hands down my favorite guy in the house. A lot of the guys bugged me this season. I don't know. I don't know why. Like season one, I loved the guys. I loved Wes. I loved Scally, Ryan, Joey. None of these guys I was able to be like, okay, I'm gonna stand behind him. Other than Brandon,
Really?
maybe Curtis.
Really? Wait,
Yeah,
why is that though? Who's your least favorite guy
I don't know.
on the show?
A lot of the guys came off very arrogant. Like Nate, for example.
Mhm.
Like, why would you friend zone Ellie? Ellie is probably one of the nicest girls that you could ever meet, and I mean, I understand that he was hurt by Christina and Shelby, but
He was too concerned with the
Ellie's
look.
into Ellie, yeah, Ellie was into him, and he
Mhm.
wasn't giving her any of it. And then Anthony, I like some of his one-liners, but I don't know. He came off, especially in that second matchup ceremony, was like, "Oh, I can wrap just around my pinky or something like that." I was like,
Yeah.
"No, no,
Yeah.
stop."
I really liked Anthony in the house. I think Anthony was like he has more to him that the show just does not show at all. Like, yeah, he's like this frat boy that likes to party and like get the girls, and he thinks that he can get the girls. But there's like this like deep. I don't. I don't know. He's a really good guy. I like Anthony a lot.
I'm
I think he's
I'm
a
sure,
really, really
and
like,
I don't.
genuinely good guy.
Yeah, from doing my
Yeah, but see, I can't say that about a lot of the other guys on my cast. I damn sure cannot say that about a lot of the other ones.
yeah,
So
when I talked to Brandon, he definitely agreed with you on that.
yeah.
Um, but from doing these shows, like from doing these interviews, I've been doing interviews for four. It's going to be 4 Real World starting next week, and 3 challenges. Like I know that it's an edited TV show, and they don't. It's probably not all the whole thing because they might be totally different in real life than the TV show.
Hmm.
But anyways, let me see other questions. Um, Jen wants to know T_H wants to know how did you feel when Lynn Jones picked Christina over you? Shocked all of us. I'm telling you that.
Oh yeah, it shocked me. I'm not gonna lie. Like I was Leighton may have been the only person in the house the entire season that I did not give the time of day. I did not even look at him because I didn't really respect him that much as a person as it was. However, I saw like some of the things that a lot of the girls didn't like about him. For example, Jenny was saying, "Oh well, Leighton, possessive, like too scary, like too angry." These are a lot of the. I don't know. I felt like out of any of the girls in the house, like I would have been the one that could accept that the most. So that's really the only reason why I thought that he could be my perfect match. In terms of him choosing Christina, I'm not surprised at it simply because me and like Leighton and I did not get along really, but it was just a really selfish, selfish, selfish move. Because if he made the wrong move, there's no, we would have like killed him. Like we would have like all got together and just like no, 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 no. So he made a bold move.
Yeah, and as far as for yeah, as far as for my comment that I made earlier about giving people the benefit of the doubt, I see how Leighton is on Twitter. Oh my God, he's ridiculous.
Is he? I don't even go on his Twitter page. Wait, why is he ridiculous? Tell me.
Like
Does
he
he
was
like messed up stuff? I don't know.
yeah, he was getting into a Twitter thing with Brandon a
Really?
couple days ago. I guess in one of his one-on-ones, he called Brandon a pebble. I don't know if you caught that.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah, yeah,
You
like
know, Leighton doesn't like a lot. Leighton gets into a fight with Anthony. He gets into a fight with Dario, even on Instagram, and I don't know. There's just something about I don't. He just likes to feel like he has power or like he's the man. Like just because you're like 6'5" doesn't mean that you're the man and that you need to be controlling everything. It's just I don't know. It gets tiresome really really quickly.
yeah.
I don't know.
I was talking with Brandon yesterday through DM, and I was like, he's probably going to be by his phone and wait for the challenge to call him.
I really hope that they don't call him. To be honest,
Are
I
you
hope that they don't call him.
speaking of the challenge? If they call you, are you willing to do one?
Hell yes. Hell yes.
Yeah. Who are
I
some
don't know not one person that would say no. Probably Alex would say no, but
Who are some
whatever.
of your favorites?
On the challenge?
Yeah.
Oh, are you okay? So first we're gonna have CT. Oh my gosh, it's funny because when I was doing the interview to get on the show, they were like, "Who's like your like the biggest crush that you have, or whatever?" And I was just like CT from the challenge, and then of course they would put me with Leighton. So yeah, definitely CT, and then Wes and Johnny Bananas and Cara Maria. Yeah, those
Yeah.
four.
That's awesome. What CT with or without the beard?
Either way, he just looks good all the time, no matter what. No matter what.
Yeah.
Probably without. Huh?
How do you think the how do you think the two teams from your show are going to do on this one?
Um,
Peyton, Simone, and Brittany and Adam.
no,
No.
no. I kind of think that I don't know, like I kind of view it as almost kind of like a joke, which is sad. I hope they do well. I don't think that they will do well, probably, but I think Adam will do well. I don't know if Brittany will like drag him down, but that would definitely be interesting to watch. Fair to say. Yeah.
Yeah. I definitely agree with you. I love all of them. I'm definitely going to try to get Brittany and Simone on during the challenge.
Yeah.
But wow, they're in a tough pool.
Also, I would have to probably say that Simone and John were probably my favorites on season one. I think so. So
Why's
I'm
that?
excited to see them. Why is that?
Yeah.
I don't know. Simone is, I don't know, like there's a lot of similarities between us in terms of just being blunt and like very outspoken and opinionated. And I feel like a lot of people can't handle that. And I don't know, we just have a lot in common. And then there's John. And I just think he's like adorable. Like he was so funny on season one. Like I really, really like John. Like I feel like John, like I would force him to like be my best friend. Like I love him so much. And then Adam seems kind of douchey, but I think he would do really well on the challenge.
I think so too.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm really just not so sure about Brittany at all.
Yeah.
At all. No.
Did you get a chance? I know a lot of your castmates met Brittany and Ryan over
Yeah.
when you.
I mean, I even met her. Yeah.
Yeah. How was that? How was that?
Um, I don't know if she, this may sound bad, but I don't know if she wants to hang around a lot of the cast members because she genuinely likes a lot of the cast members, or if she's just trying to stay relevant. So I don't know.
Zinger right
But I don't know. When I met her, she wasn't like in her right state of mind. So I don't know how she really is, but I'm sure the rest of the cast members do.
Mm-hmm. So DC 4A Dexter wants to know. Good buddy of mine has his. I don't know if you've seen his blog. He does he has a whole lineup of all the tweets that you guys do. It's
Okay.
He wants to know, what was your favorite part of the whole experience in Puerto Rico aside from winning the money?
That's a good question. I would have to say just like all the parties, because
You guys turned up.
no, we turned up a little bit too much, and there was way more drama than you guys like than was like aired on TV. Like there was so much drama, so much fun. Like they just didn't show the times that we had fun. Like we would have rap battles every single day. We would play stupid silly games all the time, and just really got to know one another and just like fell in love with one another. We just had a lot of fun on that show. We really, really did. We really did. Like, even for my part, I feel like you guys see me, like, complaining a lot and being miserable a lot of the times, but you guys don't see when I'm laughing, like, with the cast and, like, when we're joking and when we're partying and having fun. So, definitely, I would say, like, every other day, we went crazy and we had a great time in that house. So, yeah.
That you did. I can definitely see that from watching all the episodes. And speaking of rap battles, I hear I'm gonna have her on this Saturday, guys, 1 p.m. Pacific Standard. I hear Jasmine's pretty good.
She is really good. She's actually really good. So when she comes on, you have to make her freestyle.
I told her that's the prerequisite for coming on. She has to.
Exactly. She's actually really good. It's hilarious. Yeah.
So a couple of guys you actually connected with early in during the season. One was Garland, and gotta ask you, with that whole extended scene on MTV.com, how were you feeling when he was shooting you, when he was being like a dick towards you?
Okay, so first of all, I didn't even know what was going on or what he was saying about me, which really pissed me off, because him and I were closer than what you guys seen on TV. Like, we were actually friends, like we would talk and everything, and then all of a sudden for him, the only part that really pissed me off about it was the fact that he called me a her. Like, it pissed me off so much. Like, at least like say my name. And I can understand how he was like upset about it, because he was trying to like change his ways in the house, and just situations that he had back at home. Like, it's a really complicated situation to talk about, because I don't want to talk about like his business or whatever. But I just think that I don't know. It happened. Screw it. Oh well.
Yeah. The one thing that bugged me about him, I'm talking crap about all the guys tonight. It seems like the one thing that bugged me about him was the whole numbers challenge.
Exactly.
Like, I was the man in high school.
Exactly. Like, almost like, okay, so he said that he had more than like 100. Like, I feel so bad for all of those 100 girls, because I feel damn bad for myself. So yeah.
And then another one who actually was Jasmine's match. What did happen between you and AP?
So the thing with Alex and I, okay, so like the very first day, right? Everyone was like, "Oh, it has to be Tyler and Alex, because they're like the loudest in the house. Like, they never shut up. They want all this attention. They have to be a perfect match." And I was like, "Hell no!" I was like, "Dude, like his pants are tighter than mine are. Like, I'm not even sure if like he likes girls. Like, he was like such a douchebag, because he was actually so loud and obnoxious the first day in the house, like offended to be compared to him, that I was just like him in the house. So yeah. So I was definitely not feeling Alex at all at first, but then when I didn't get chosen for the first matchup, I was kind of just like, okay, like shoot, like I have to try and like get to know people. So let me pull Alex to the side and try and get to know him. When I got to know him, I found out a lot of things about him in terms of like him wanting to go into like the entertainment industry, and basically me having, okay, so you know how when like Jasmine and Alex went on the date, and Alex was really like free spirited and like he just likes to go for it without knowing what exactly he's going for, whereas Jasmine's really like strict, like she likes to keep everything, like I don't know, she just likes to, I don't know, she just really like, I don't know, like she's just, she just likes to have a plan for every single thing that she does. And I'm the exact opposite of her, and I'm just like Alex. So I figured, okay, well, him and I have like a lot of the same goals, and I don't know, there's just a lot of similarities between us. So I did think that it could be Alex. However, I wasn't liking Alex. I just simply thought that he could be my perfect match, and I was simply trying to play the game. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. So as far as the matchup ceremonies, and I said this on Twitter, you guys killed it in the truth booth while season 1 killed it in the matchup ceremonies.
Exactly.
So if you guys were together, you guys would have gotten like 5 tries.
Exactly.
So like matchups, as far as the matchup ceremonies goes, who was like the voice of being like, okay, we're gonna switch things up, we're gonna
Anthony, hands down.
Yeah.
Anthony. He basically won the game for us. Anthony. Which is why, like, I'm so impressed by Anthony, because he was able to figure out so much in his head. The thing that season 1 had over us was that they were able to have, like, pen and paper, I believe, because Ryan kept a journal and everything, whereas we did not have pen and paper. Like, when we were feeling stressed out or when we were trying to figure out the matches, we had nothing to write on or to write with, so we had to do everything in our heads. So Anthony was able to kind of figure out who the matches were, I guess, based off of the people that were left. So yeah.
Yeah, I was seeing like Anthony, and then Bree seemed like she was very vocal as far as strategy goes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I would still give all the credit to Anthony. Definitely.
So let me see here. So yeah, last matchup ceremony. Let's just go all the way to the last matchup ceremony. Actually, no, backtrack a little bit. How was the first and only date you went on, the James Bond thing?
It was horrible, and I didn't want to say that it was horrible simply because, I mean, we went on like a tower that was just high, so I didn't want to be a sourpuss, because I was really like appreciative to be going on the date in the first place just to get out of the house. But it was almost like it wasn't fun. It wasn't like any of the other like exciting adventurous dates. It's just like, so it kind of forced Leighton and I to talk, and I didn't really want to talk. So yeah, I mean, it was cool. Nothing special. I wish it would have been with someone else, but oh well.
Okay. Yeah, like I told Brandon and Curtis, a lot of the dates were pretty badass this season. I mean, parasailing.
Yeah, besides the last one.
And the zip lining.
Mhm.
It was pretty sweet.
But I do think that the seasons 1 challenges were better, a lot better. I think so.
I agree.
Yeah.
Definitely agree. My favorite one from season 1 was the waterfall one.
Exactly. No, that's everyone's favorite. Yeah. I was like, oh shit, like when are we gonna get to go on a waterfall? But yeah, it never happened.
Mm-hmm. One thing that I noticed people have talked about, and it's probably nothing that you guys can do. Did you notice that the guys were getting most of the action as far as for doing the challenges?
Yes. To be honest, I don't even think the girls cared, because a lot of the girls just kind of wanted to like sit back and chill. So, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is unfortunate, but
yeah.
It's what it is.
One of the podcasts I listen to, she always brings that up, and yeah, I was kind of curious why. I mean, do you think it was because of the 11th girl, and guys, or
You know what? I have no clue. I don't know why that is. But I can definitely say that the one advantage that we had over the guys in terms of the challenges was just having our parents come. Like, nothing could have topped that. So even though the guys did get to compete in a lot of the challenges, it made it okay because, like, our parents came. So, yeah.
hmm yeah, that was pretty cool. I actually like that a lot better than the X's in season one. I mean, you
Really?
got your mom there.
I was
Christina's
so
stepdad was drinking with the guys. That was pretty
Exactly. No, it was a lot of fun, but oh my gosh, I was so nervous for my ex to come. Oh my gosh, I was so nervous.
cool.
I think that would have been hilarious though. But I'm super happy that my mother came. Like we would have never, ever, ever guessed that. The entire time we were like, okay, it's either the guys' exes or the girls' exes. And we were like, because the guys' exes came last season, then they're definitely gonna try and get the girls' exes to come this season. So it wasn't my ex. But yeah, I was really happy to see my mom.
Yeah, if it was the girls' exes, I'll tell you who after we get off air, and you might actually know it. You actually know Jess actually dated somebody from Real World.
Yeah. Whatever. Yeah. Eh.
Um, but anyways, so you guys won the money
Mhm.
at 50. Is it 50K or did they split it up to like 47 or something like that?
No, 50K. So
50K.
they added on the million because of the 11th because of the 11th girl.
hmm
So we didn't get less money than the first season.
That's good. So what are you
Yeah.
what are you gonna do with the money?
Well, when I received the money,
Season one had the
definitely
same
put
thing when I talked to
I
you.
really don't want to be boring and say like, oh, it's gonna go towards college loans, but for the most part, yes. And also, I'm trying to move to LA or most likely New York, so that will definitely be going towards that move after I graduate in May. Ooh, I'm so excited. And yeah, honestly, even though I had such a great time in that house, I went through hell in that house at the same time. And so I think that I deserve to take like 10,000 out of that money and just like spend it on whatever. Whatever. So I'm definitely gonna do that.
Yeah,
But
you do your thing. That's awesome. Speaking of school, got that Boston College hat on there. Uh, to have a lot of people on campus recognize you.
yes. The funny thing is that like the thing that kind of bothers me is that people I feel like are really like intimidated by me or like afraid to say hi to me. Like I've gotten that a lot. I don't know, like someone will come on my campus that actually knows me and will be like, "Oh yeah, like my roommate saw you one day, like you guys were like in the elevator together and she wanted to like say hi, but she was nervous." And I'm like, "Are you kidding me right now? Like there's no reason to be. Like please come talk to me." So yeah. But it's kind of cool when like people recognize you and are like, "So, like who's your perfect match?" So yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, I bet. And you're a communications and business major. So what are you trying to do with those?
So after I graduate, I want to actually like be taken seriously into the in the entertainment industry. So I want to, do you know like Juliana like Rancic or like I don't know, like I would love to host on like E Entertainment or something like that, and then eventually uh make my way into acting. And yeah,
Sky's the limit, huh?
no, sky is it like really is a limit. So I'm excited. I'm excited to graduate. It's funny because all my friends are like so afraid of graduating and like they don't know what they're gonna do after college, and I'm just chilling. Like I have a pretty good idea. Like I cannot wait to graduate so I can start making these moves.
hmm Yeah, that'd be awesome seeing you on E Entertainment. Maybe, hey, who knows? Maybe we'll be coworkers one day.
Right. That'd be cool.
That would
Yeah.
be awesome. So, I don't have that much else for you. We have the reunion next week. With I know you can't give anything away, but give us a little bit of a teaser. What are we gonna
Listen.
what are we gonna see at the reunion? Is it gonna be as crazy? Are we gonna see?
You guys Listen, you guys want to watch the reunion because when I tell you there were multiple times during the filming of the reunion that like my jaw just hit the floor. I was like, ah, like so many times. Like you guys want to stay tuned for the reunion in terms of who got together after the show, who stayed together after the show. Ooh, it's a lot of drama, man. It's a lot of drama.
Are we
A
going to
lot
see
of
another
drama.
proposal?
Are you gonna see what?
Are we going to see another proposal?
No promises for another proposal. No promises. But yeah,
So,
that would be crazy.
yeah,
Maybe season 3.
maybe season 3. So there won't be no baby shower special. You don't think?
Um. Well, we all got together, like all 21 of us, and was just like, you know what? One of you guys need to need to have a baby. So I think right now I'm banking on Christina or Bree. So yeah.
I would make more on
Or
Brie.
Ellie. Or Ellie and Nathan. Who knows? Who knows?
So sorry for them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'd make more on Brie because her bio says it all. She wants to get married in 2 years.
Exactly.
Maybe
Exactly.
on the honeymoon.
You have to settle down real early. I don't understand that, but
yeah. So I know you do your own hosting thing on the side. Tell us about your website, Juice.
okay. So that's basically. So I go to Jamaica a lot, and we decided to make like a networking company that kind of connects a lot of the people that we know here in Boston to a lot of the people that we know outside of Boston in terms of like the different countries and things like that for entertainment purposes. So for example, like there are a lot of people here in Boston that are trying to make it into the music industry and things of that nature. And myself, for example, know a lot of producers and things like that. So it's kind of just like a networking company to hook, to kind of just help, I don't know, to help like my fellow Bostonians or my friends or whoever to get on the right track with their lives. So yeah, but even besides that, I do hosting and for like 2 online publications, and I also co-host a show on a local television network here in Boston, and I go to school. I have 2 jobs. I'm working my little butt off, and I'm always busy. And yeah, and I'm about to start like my own blog and everything, so it should be cool.
Yeah. There you go. It's definitely very exciting. I mean, I'm definitely trying to. I mean, I am doing this hosting thing just like yourself, and it's definitely cool to see that you guys, a lot of you guys are still doing your thing after the show.
For sure.
So I don't think I have anything else for you, Tyler. I definitely appreciate you coming on. It's definitely, we were trying to get this the whole season, and we finally got it. I'm so happy.
Yeah.
Let people know where they can find you on social media.
Okay, so basically I have Instagram, Twitter, whatever, Snapchat, everything is Abron27, so that's Tabron 27. Yeah, follow me on Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, and my Facebook, which is Tyler Abron, or my fan page, MTV Tyler Abron, but I post a lot more things on my actual page, and yeah, I'm going to be coming out with my own blog soon, and also my own YouTube channel soon, as soon as I am finished with finals, because I am super stressed out with exams and tests and papers and all of the above. So yeah, yay.
I know how you feel. I got a couple papers coming up soon.
Oh my gosh, I've been so stressed. Zero sleep.
Now the struggle is definitely real.
Yeah, no, seriously, very real. But yeah, thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for coming. It's definitely glad to talk with you.
Yeah, and I can't wait to watch your other broadcasts. So yay.
Thank you so much, Tyler, and thanks everybody for tuning in. We'll catch you guys next time.